So here we are, we're back, trying to figure out where we are in the standings. Like I said, we're fourth from the bottom, which is, and then here's the Eastern Conference. I think we just made the trade with the Celtics. We were trying to see where the Celtics were. Um, but um, Here we are, we're going for the Desmond Mason trade because he ends up not being happy. So we make that trade right here, and let's see. I think it says he's upset. Oh, I'm doing re-signing people. I'm sorry. Said we got Ken Anderson. We couldn't re-sign Rashard Lewis for some reason, which I think that's something they need to change. And like I said, he's not happy. Yeah, he refused to re-sign. So he's 80 overall. And like I said, we're trying to tank to get a top 4 pick because that's where Chris Bosh went originally. So here we go. And like I said, I ended up doing that Kevin Ollie trade because the Hawks in 2003 were brutal. I think they ended up winning 12 games or something like that. 13 games in real life, because I know that's where which led Jason Terry to go to the Mavericks, but I can't remember what year it was. Yeah, see, so I ended up doing this. So pretty good value for Desmond Mason, who at this point I think he just won a slam dunk contest. Don't really remember much about Desmond, to be honest. And here I am just simming through the year, and then I just have the coach, do the thing. Boom, this is what we want. We want losses. We actually beat the Celtics. And there's Brent Barry getting hurt again, and this Wendell dude. But like I said, the goal was to end up beating the Pistons, end up beating the Hawks, which were, So, the Rockets. So I overturned their, um, uniform change. So they don't change their uniforms. So they stay with that blue and red logo you see. So I'm hoping, fingers crossed, since I was able to overturn that I'll be able to overturn. There's Desmond Mason winning Sixth Man of the Year, and Big Ben winning Defensive Player of the Year, George Karl Coach of the Year, Tim Duncan winning MVP, T-Mac, Kobe, Tim, Duncan, Garnett, Wallace, Dirk, Paul, AI, Kidd, Carter, Michael Jordan, Jermaine O'Neal, Chris Webber, Yao Ming, Ben Wallace, Garnett, Duncan, Kidd, Bryant, Kobe, and then AK-47. There's the all rookie team, which I don't think we had anybody. Yeah, no all rookie team. I was like, Jay Williams, and I forgot Jay Williams was drafted. And then that guy, I don't think he exists. And here's the playoffs. Oh, you could see the Eastern Conference. So that was another thing that I couldn't get into my shot when I was doing my setup. You couldn't see the Eastern Conference. So they had Milwaukee, Philly, Atlanta, New Orleans, New Jersey, the Raptors, Orlando, Washington, the Hawks. This is something Click Productions complains about, or it may be Crushables, I can't remember. But the 8 seed always can upset the 1 seed. And the Hawks were really bad during this era, so I don't see them actually making the playoffs. And we get the Magic Lakers finals. So we get Grant Hill, Tracy McGrady versus Kobe and Shaq. Lakers win in 4. Shaq wins Finals MVP. And Golden State made the playoffs, so kind of the We Believe Warriors before the We Believe Warriors. A couple of guys that retired. Michael Jordan. I'm actually going to overturn Michael Jordan because I want that Michael Jordan LeBron matchup. And Mutombo, who played for like ever. So yeah, and then I let John Stockton retire. I said I didn't care about that. Hall of Fame, John Stockton, well deserved. Jersey retirements, John Stockton. And here we go, the historic changes. So you got the Magic, the team branding. So the Nuggets didn't change uniforms, but they changed the branding. So no uniform change. So I let everything happen except for the Rockets because I love that jersey. So I wanted to let the jersey stay, but they have the old floor of the early 90s. So I wanted to increase the salary cap because LA was in the finals for 3 years, so the league had to generate some money. So here we go. So Cavaliers, Nuggets, Heat, Pistons, Sonics were fifth. I think we ended up drafting eighth originally in real life. So the Pistons had 2 picks. They didn't make the playoffs. So the Bulls, I don't remember if the Bulls were bad here or not. I know they were bad in 04. But the Grizzlies get a pick via Houston. I think that's from the Steve Francis trade. The Knicks, I don't remember them being bad. The Celtics, I think, made the playoffs in real life. And then the Blazers, the Pacers. This was when the Pacers started making the playoffs heavily. But it's probably because they don't have Reggie Miller. And the Jazz weren't bad. And here's the Sonics. Here's our pick. So I was like, okay, fifth. And then it ended up being the Heat, which the Heat drafted fifth in real life. So now we get bumped up, and then the Nuggets become the Cavs. So no LeBron for Cleveland. And Denver ends up picking third. And then here we go. We are number 2. Sorry to spoil it, but we ended up picking second. And I went back and forth on this because, LeBron goes first. Or the Pistons draft LeBron first. And I'm like, do I want to be in the Darko situation? I could draft Melo. I let this slide because I just didn't really. I'm going to get into this probably next off season. Our goal was to get Chris Bosh drafted and that. So we skip. So I didn't know, should we go Wade? Should we go Melo? Should we go Bosh? And I thought about it, and I went straight for Bosh. I said, you know what? Let's stick to a plan. We wrote this out. Our goal is to have Chris Bosh. So there goes LeBron to the Pistons, which is crazy. Here we are. And this is where I was like, ooh, Melo, Wade. I said, nope, I'm going right to Chris Bosh. And Chris Broussard loved the pick, I believe. Rest in peace, David Stern. Yep. And then Melo goes to the Nuggets. See, they changed logos. Now, this you would think would be Dwayne Wade. Nope. Oh, I simmed to user pick. So yeah. So we picked 15th. Trade offer, I looked at them just to see, and there's really nothing. That was interesting. Yeah, nothing I wanted. And there he is, Kirk Heinrich, and we ended up picking him. It's I think it's like a Wizards Hawks scan of Kirk. It's not a young Kirk, so we end up drafting. This video over with. Oh, yep. Sorry.